Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of me selling some puts on the side for some extra income. I've been documenting my journey so far on this channel, and if you want to follow along, see what I do wrong, mostly wrong, see what maybe little I do right, and just try to learn from me as I also try to learn from my mistakes and what I do right. Feel free to subscribe, that way you can stay in tune. And if you've been following the stock market in the last week, which you're watching this, so I'm assuming you have, you probably know that a lot of the small caps and mid caps and even some larger caps, it's been kind of devastating. And so far this month, I usually break up how much I earn by month on my spreadsheet, which we'll look at here in a second. This month I am in the red already, so I've lost money on some trades. I just bought to close some of them, and I figured this isn't going to end well, so I'm going to buy and close now. Because in my head, I saw that as less risky. Was that the right move? We'll talk about that. Probably not for some of them, but I guess I just got emotional, which is the number one thing you shouldn't do in the stock market, and I try to not be, especially when I'm not using money that I absolutely need. It's not like, if I lose all this, I can't pay my bills. It's still just, it's psychological. And if you like this stuff, I don't know if I mentioned this, but feel free to subscribe. And let's talk about one more thing real quick. This is kind of cool. There's a cyber quad for kids. This is an ATV. And obviously it's electric. It has a 15 mile range, and it goes up to 10 miles per hour. So that would be fun if you were a kid. I'm not sure what a four-wheeler for kids typically goes for, but I feel like that might be expensive. Maybe not. I really don't know. But I just found this neat, so I thought I'd share in case you were unaware and you do like what Tesla creates. But anyway, let's look at the portfolio. I started dabbling in something, picked the worst week to start dabbling in something, and I'll talk about this method probably tomorrow if anyone's curious on what this is. It is selling put credit spreads. So basically, it's a way to minimize the collateral that you have to put up when selling a put. You make less money in premium, but you have less risk on the table. So I started dabbling in that this week. That's where I actually lost my money. So it was more of a learning experience, I guess. But I plan on going over that particularly tomorrow. I still have a few put credit spreads. I have Palantir, which is down from where I bought it. And but it expires next Friday, not this Friday, thankfully. And then Astra, I also have a put credit spread that expires in 2 weeks. So, we'll see what happens between now and then. We have time decay, which is on my side. So we'll see if that ends up helping me out. Another thing I did today, I ended up selling another put on Hut 8 Mining. I own 200 shares of Hut 8 Mining already. And it's going super cheap. Like, let's look at it today. Today it went down almost 11%. It's up a little bit after hours, but sold a put right around here, I would say. Maybe right around, somewhere in this divot, I think. And I didn't make too much premium. We'll check that out on the spreadsheet, but that's the only trade I ended up making today. Besides buying to close a covered call I was selling on AMC. AMC, by the way, is sitting near $30. If I had more capital on hand, I would definitely think I do have enough to sell a put on AMC. I just don't want to go too heavy in AMC. I already have 250 shares of it. But I don't know, it's getting really tempting to sell a put on AMC at this price. But let's hop over to my spreadsheet so we can see what I ended up losing. So my put credit spread on AMC, I bought the close for $194 more than the premium I made. I made $20 in premium, and this is how much I had to pay to buy to close. And it was silly of me. I think the stock was around $28 or maybe 27 something. And let's just say I wanted the price of AMC for this put credit spread to be profitable for me. I wanted it to be above $30 or just above $30. And so when I saw the value of this put credit spread go up, meaning I'd have to pay more to close it, I got nervous and I bought it, and that's how we got this number right here. And then the two trades that I talked about earlier, I sold a call on AMC and made $67 in premium, and then I also sold a put on Hut 8, made $14. So far for the month, we are at negative $93. Not proud to say that. It is what it is. And really, if I didn't get so emotional about this might have ended up being above 30 by the end of the day tomorrow. and I could have just kept my 20 and been on my merry way, but this is just a lesson to learn from. I guess the lesson is before you make a trade, you have to accept the fact that it might not go right, and you're okay with the undesired outcome. And I guess I did not accept that fact. So that's pretty much all I got for this video. I don't think there's anything from last month I need to talk about. If everything still plays out, I have some open positions from last month, so this number isn't totally legit. It might go down some if I have to buy to close some of these positions, but if everything does go correctly, this is how much I have made last month. So yeah, I hope to see you tomorrow. I plan on talking about put credit spreads, and hope to see you then.